Hiya, how's it going? I'm the Cunning Man, thanks for joining me. Today is the first day we are making a video doing A, the thing that I love the best, and B, first time for you guys joining me on a bike. Oh yes, love a bike. Right, so introductions. This is Lou. Lou is my 2019 Royal Enfield Himalayan 411, and I'm sure you're all thinking, for such a big guy, what are you doing riding around on a little 411cc motorbike? Well, to answer that question, Lou does absolutely everything fantastically, absolutely brilliantly, and I can't speak highly enough of him. He really does an excellent job. He's got more than enough power. I'm just heading off today to go and do my regular Tuesday evening thing, and that does involve going up the motorway, and Lou is absolutely fine with it. I could travel on this bike around the world even at 6'3" and 19 stone. So that answers that question. Now, Lou was my 50th birthday present to myself, and he helped me fulfill a dream that I had for many years, which my wife used to rather unsupportively refer to as my pretty woman dream. And I walked in to the motorcycle dealer the day that I picked Lou up with a big bunch of cash in a bag, all in 10s and 20s, so it looked like more. And I paid cash for this motorcycle. Now don't get me wrong, I bought bikes outright in the past, but I've always paid by backs transfer or by money order or whatever it is. But this is the first motorbike that I walked into a dealer, because I've done private deals with cash, but I walked into a dealer's and just laid the cash down, and he made me feel so special that day. And good old Lou, he's done the same ever since, and I absolutely love this bike. Now I do have a couple of other motorbikes at my disposal. Two of them belong to the Cunning wife. And one of them is another Royal Enfield. She's got a Royal Enfield Bullet. She's also got an ER5 Kawasaki. But my other bike that I ride is a 1200 Harley Davidson Sportster, which I'm sure you'll agree probably suits me much better in terms of how I look. And he's certainly got more power and more noise and whoa. But I still look forward to riding Lou every chance I get. So I've booked myself a week off work, and I'm going to go and do a little bit of touring about on this bike and on the Harley. I'm going to split up a few trips over a few days, and I'm going to film them and get you to come along with me. Now, I am aware that the internet is full of random people taking their bikes and going solo camping and all the rest of it, and proving how independent they could be, or I don't know, riding across Namibia or wherever it is they choose to go. And that's good, that's cool. But the bikes and the camping are more of a conduit, if you like, to allow me to make the videos that I want to make. One thing about motorcycling adventuring is the way it makes you feel, and how it helps you with your mental health and so on, but also it's about the places that it can take you. And I think sometimes I love watching channels like Itchy Boots and Jammy Gits, or even the Long Way Round stuff and all of that. I love watching all of that stuff, but their focus is very much on the riding of the motorbikes, and I get that. You know, they are strictly a motovlog channel, and that kind of got me thinking about what I want to do on my channel and the type of videos that I want to make. So after the weekend, when I was talking to you guys about the Cunning folk, it got me thinking about how passionate I am about the Cunning folk, and the thought of a group of people that are helpful for no other reason than that's what they're there for, and that they can be relied upon and care about people, but also that they've got skills and talents that they want to share. And I love the thought of that. I think that's something that the world is sorely missing at the moment. And then secondly, it got me thinking about when I was walking around the church and showing you all of that stuff, that I love history. I love history, I love stories, I love remembering how things used to be, and hearing the tales of people that have passed away and are gone hundreds and sometimes even thousands of years ago. So I've decided that in the best traditions of the Cunning Man, and in the best traditions of the Cunning folk, that's what this channel's going to be. It's going to be somebody trying to be a modern day Cunning Man. So the fact that I whimsically named my channel The Cunning Man has turned out to be something of a fortuitous coincidence. And what we're going to do is we are going to go and do stuff and help people, and we're going to learn things and develop skills, and we're going to remember. We're going to remember things from the past, things that people have done. We're going to commemorate achievements and look at when people were amazing. So I'm not sure if I am, because there are a lot of channels on YouTube, but I think that we're going to have the first motovlogging creators history channel, which I think is a pretty fantastic idea. I'll come back to you in a minute. Now, this is something I don't tell you. Motorcycle gear, which absolutely, definitely must be worn at all times when on a motorcycle, and I don't care how hot you get. Motorcycle gear, though there is some cooler stuff, is designed to work at 60 or 70 mile an hour when you're riding home from the evening at 9 o'clock in the night, which is why I'm wearing this jacket today. It's not necessarily meant to be worn at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the sun's been out all day and it's pretty warm. So when you do stop to go and grab yourself a cup of coffee, as we know I am tending to do quite a lot, then you get warm. But that's fine, I'm starting to cool down now. away we go. So I'm probably not going to do much talking on the motorway, just because it's quite loud and bumpy and you probably can't hear me very well, though I'm not certain of that. So I'll catch back up with you when I get off the motorway. Only me again, very quickly. I just wanted to point out that I'm cruising along quite comfortably, 5,000 revs at 70 mile an hour. Don't believe what they tell you about little bikes. Right, it's very loud inside my helmet at the moment because it's quite a windy day, and I don't know if that volume is transferring to the helmet mic, but we can give it a try and see. So to go back to what I was saying about the Cunning Man channel, I was talking to a few friends after I started making videos, and they were all like, yeah, but what's the purpose of the channel? And when I first started it, I was like, I'm just gonna make some videos, put them out. And then everyone's like, no, yeah, but you've got to do this and you've got to do that and you've got to have a purpose and all the rest of it. So I contacted a friend of mine who's got a YouTube channel. Well, they're actually a couple. They've got a YouTube channel called Man We're Busy, and they're based in the Isle of Man. And their videos are so eclectic that it's ridiculous. They do county fairs and shows. They'll show you just going to work in the morning. Al is a power lifter, and she shows you all of her powerlifting training. They'll film the sunset and just let you watch the sun setting over the Irish Sea from the Isle of Man, from the beach. And it's just eclectic. So I contacted her and I said, what's the purpose of your channel? Everybody's been telling me that my channel's got to have a purpose. And she said, the purpose is whatever the hell I want. And I love that. I mean, the Isle of Man, the Manx people have got a phrase that if you don't like something, the phrase is, well, there's a boat leaving in the morning. And it's very much a suck it and see, please yourself kind of attitude. And I love that. I love the Isle of Man for that. I love that attitude, that they say fair, devil may cry, whatever I want, you know, whatever suits me kind of attitude. Now, I don't want my channel to be a whatever I want type channel, because I'm the kind of person that likes a little bit of focus and a little bit of a plan. So I want to be able to say, well, that fits with what I want to do, therefore I'm going to go off and do it. Which is why I've given it a bit of a broad brush, broad strokes. But ultimately it is going to be whatever I want, because I'm doing it to suit me and I'm doing it to make myself happy, which I think is really important. Anyway, let me get where I'm going and I will give you a little bit of a walk around of Lou. So this is Lou. He's my 2019 Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I got him in 2023 when I was 50. He had about 200 miles on the clock. I don't know why anybody would just ride 200 miles in 3 years, but that's each to their own. I've since put about another 3,000 miles in 2 years on him, and he's been faultless the entire time. Absolutely no bother at all. Don't believe what the articles tell you about Royal Enfield or Indian bikes or anything like that. This is a fantastic motorcycle. So he came with the back boxes, the touring boxes. I put the bags on the front, put a little frame there to mount my camera and stuff on. Oh, and I put a set of engine bars on him. But other than that, I haven't touched him, and he's excellent. The reason why he's called Lou is that Lou was one of the Irish kings, and apparently when you're an Irish king it gives you the opportunity to become a god, and Lou got promoted to god status, and he's well known as being the Celtic version of Loki, if you like. Lou is the god of mischief, and whenever I'm riding Lou, I always feel a bit mischievous and like a kid, because he reminds me very much of my very first motorbike, which was a TS50X Suzuki, he just makes me think back to that lovely simpler time. So that's Lou. You'll be seeing quite a bit of him on the channel. Anyway, that's enough from me. I thought I'd just give you an update and get you to come and have a ride with me. Anyway, it's been lovely talking to you. I will catch you again. Have a good one.